Good morning everyone. This is Standard 6 Science video number 3. In this video we will see about the horse. Okay, question number 1, that is an object in motion with respect to one object can be rest with respect to another. Do you agree with this statement? Give one example in support of your answer. Okay, the answer is yes, I agree with this statement. Okay, one example I have given, that the boy sitting on a fixed bench, okay, under a tree is said to be at rest with respect to a moving bus. But the bench is situated on the earth and our earth also moves around the sun. So the boy is in motion with respect to the earth. But another example I have taken here, that a person sitting in a moving train is at rest in related to any other person. You can see here, okay, a person seated in a moving train. The train is moving, okay, at rest in relation to any other object. Okay, if you are seeing from the outside the train, that the train is moving, but from inside, if the other person is seeing to the another person sitting down, then it is to be in the rest in the same train, but is in motion in relation to the any other person, okay, outside the train. Here a person is seeing from the outside, so the train is moving, or this all person are also in the motion. Okay, you can see here, okay, the person is seeing from outside, so the train is moving and the man sitting inside the train is also moving, so it is said to be the person is in motion. Okay, but the person sitting inside, that is in the rest. Here also you can see people in the train at the rest for each other. They all are moving in a train, but they all are seeing themselves that they are in the rest inside the train. Now here is the another example, okay, I am giving, that a person on a platform is at the rest, okay, at the rest with reference to any other person on the platform, okay, and is in motion with respect to a person viewing him from a moving train. If you are sitting in the train, it will look like the tree is in motion. Okay, if you are sitting in a train and seeing outside the platform, then it is seen that the tree is in the motion. Okay, this tree is in the motion. If you are outside, okay, on the platform, then you can see that the tree is in the rest. Here another second question of horse. Okay, Angad said that the earth has only two motion, that is rotatory and revolving. Do you agree with this with him? Question is why? Okay, the answer is yes, I agree with Angad that the earth has only two motion. Okay, how the earth has two motion? Let's see. Okay, let's see. Just see here, okay, in this diagram, the earth is moving along its axis. This is the axis. You can see here, here is the axis. Okay, you can see the axis is this side and the earth is revolving, okay, rotating on its own axis. So we say this motion is a rotatory motion. Okay, when earth rotates on its own axis, that is rotatory motion. Okay, now another example we can see here, that the earth moves around the sun in a circular path. Okay, here you can see the earth is revolving around the sun. Okay, here the earth is revolving around the sun. So here the motion is revolving motion. Here it's finally said that the earth has two motion, that is rotatory and another is revolving. Now we will see the HOTS number 3 question. It is not advisable to use an elastic tape to measure distance, that is length. Do you agree with this statement? Give reason for your answer. Yeah, the answer is yes, I agree with this statement that elastic tape is not advisable, okay, to measure the distance, that is length, because elastic measuring tape can be stretched. Here you can see this is the elastic, okay, and they can be stretchable. Due to its elasticity property, we cannot get the accurate measurement of the distance with it. If we are using this tape, fixed meter tape, okay, they are not stretchable, so we can get the exact or accurate measurement of any object with the help of this tape, but not from this elastic tape. Now, value added questions. The question is, first the statement is, it is given that Priya's grandfather wanted a new table for keeping his things. He called the carpenter. The carpenter wanted the exact measurement of the table. Okay, grandfather began measuring the table using the hand span. Just then, Priya's father came with a measuring tape and asked the carpenter to use it and take the measurement. Okay, now here the question arises that why did Priya's father ask the carpenter to use the measuring tape? Okay, the Priya's father asked the carpenter to use the measuring tape because measuring tape provide the standard unit of measurement, okay, have fixed quantity value and therefore do not vary from person to person. Okay, previously we have read that standard unit of measurements are those that have fixed quantity, that is value, and do not vary. So it is necessary to have standard unit of measurement for the sake of uniformity and convenience in measurement. Now, question number 2 of that only about the Priyas. Okay, what was wrong in using the hand span for taking the measurement? Okay, Priya's grandfather was measuring from the hand span. Okay, then what was the problem in the hand span? Okay, first of all, what is hand span? Okay, hand span is the length between the your thumb, tip of the thumb to the tip of your little finger, that is the hand span. Okay, here you can see from here to here, the this length is called hand span, and hand span cannot be used for taking measurement because length of the hand span of different person is different. It varies person to person and it is not the standard unit of measurement. Okay, hand span of a small child is different. Okay, so a small child have small length of hand, fingers are small, hands are small, but if a big person will take, it will be a their fingers are big, so the differ in the length comes. So another question it is that what value are displayed by the Priya's father? Okay, the value displayed by the Priya's father is Priya's father following the ethical conviction and doing the right thing. Thank you.